Welcome to Lotus Lane Daily. I'm glad you're here. Today's wisdom is for anyone going through something hard. You know that feeling when you walk into the office and your stomach tightens before you even get through the door? When you scan the room to see who is already there, checking whether it is safe to go to your desk? You have started timing your bathroom breaks so they do not overlap with certain people. You eat lunch alone because the break room has become a minefield. You have replayed conversations so many times in your head that you cannot tell anymore what actually happened and what you imagined. That is what being bullied at work feels like from the inside. It is not dramatic. It is not the stuff of movies. It is quiet, relentless, and exhausting in a way that is very hard to explain to people who have not been through it. First, let us say something plainly. What is happening to you is not okay. Whatever story has been built around you, that you are too sensitive, that you cannot take a joke, that you misread the situation, that story is not the truth. Systematic humiliation, exclusion, public undermining, and the slow erosion of a person is not a personality clash. It is cruelty, and cruelty at work is still cruelty. Why it hits so hard. Work is not just a paycheck. Most of us spend more waking hours at work than anywhere else. Our colleagues become a kind of second family. Our performance at work is tangled up with our sense of worth in ways that go very deep. When someone in that environment targets you, when they mock you in meetings, exclude you from conversations, spread stories about you, or simply treat you like you do not matter, they are attacking something more fundamental than your job. They are attacking your sense of belonging and your belief that you are a capable, worthy person. That is why the effects spill over into everything else. You bring it home. You lie awake thinking about what was said. You start to believe things about yourself that you did not believe 6 months ago. You become smaller, quieter, more hesitant, second-guessing choices you used to make without thinking. The bully does not have to be in the room with you anymore. They set up camp inside your head. There is a line from a collection of philosophical letters that I keep coming back to. The true hero is one who conquers his own anger and hatred. That line used to feel abstract to me. Now I read it differently. Because when someone is treating you badly over a long period, something starts to corrode inside. You start to feel rage you do not know what to do with, or bitterness, or a strange, hollow numbness. The hardest part of being bullied is not just surviving the external situation. It is not letting it turn you into someone you do not want to be. What is actually going on with the bully? This is not a defense of them. But understanding what drives a bully can sometimes make the situation feel less like a verdict on who you are. Workplace bullies are almost never operating from a position of real strength. The pattern, picking on someone, work establishing dominance through humiliation, making others feel small, is a fear response. Fear of being exposed, fear of competition, fear of losing status. Strong people with genuine confidence do not need to diminish others. The person targeting you is almost certainly fighting some internal battle you cannot see, and you have become the outlet. That does not make their behavior acceptable. It does not mean you should feel sorry for them or excuse what they are doing. But it does mean that their treatment of you is not evidence about your actual value. The way they treat you tells you something about who they are, and almost nothing about who you are. Another line from the same collection of letters. No matter what happens, I will not be defeated. I will not run away. I will not complain. I will not be negative. I will keep advancing. That is easier said than done. But there is something in it about refusing to let another person's dysfunction become the definition of your story. You are not the story they are telling about you. You get to write your own. Practical things you can actually do. Document everything, not because you are necessarily going to do something about it today, but because documentation changes your relationship to the experience. You stop gaslighting yourself. Write down what was said, when, who was present. Keep it somewhere private. An email to yourself, a locked note on your phone. Dates and specifics matter enormously if you ever decide to report. Stop trying to win them over. It is instinctive to try harder, to be nicer, to do better work, to prove yourself. And it never works. Bullies are not responding to your performance. They are responding to something inside themselves. The energy you spend trying to get them to treat you better is energy stolen from your actual work and your actual life. Redirect it. Find your people in the building. There are almost always colleagues who see what is happening, even if they are not saying anything. Sometimes a quiet alliance, one person who asks how you are doing, one person who includes you when the bully excludes you, can be the difference between surviving this and not. You do not need the whole office. You need one or two people who are genuinely on your side. Know your HR options, but go in clear-eyed. Human resources exists to protect the organization, not always to protect you. That is a reality worth knowing before you walk in. That said, a formal report creates a paper trail. It puts the organization on notice. If your workplace has a grievance process, understand it. If you have access to an employee assistance program, use it. They often include counseling sessions at no cost to you. Seriously consider whether this job is worth it. Not as a defeat, but as an honest question. Some situations can be fixed. Some cannot, especially when the bully is senior, popular, or protected. There is no virtue in staying in a situation that is quietly destroying you. Leaving is not losing. Leaving to protect yourself can be one of the most dignified things a person does. The part nobody tells you about recovery. Even after you leave the situation, whether you change teams, the bully leaves, or you move on to another job, the effects linger. You will probably be more guarded for a while. You will flinch at things that used to roll off you. You might carry a strange sense of shame about the whole thing, as if it reflects badly on you rather than on them. This is normal. What was done to you over months or years does not disappear in a week. Give yourself permission to be a work in progress. Give yourself permission to need time. What I know is this: the fact that you are searching for answers, that you want to understand what is happening and how to respond to it with some dignity, that says something good about you. The bully does not get to write your final chapter. They got some pages. They do not get the whole book. You are not too sensitive. You are not imagining it. You are not failing. You are a person dealing with something genuinely hard, and you deserve better than what you have been getting. Start tonight by believing that. That's the wisdom for today. If something here landed for you, share it with one person who might need to hear it too. Take it slow. I'll see you tomorrow on Lotus Lane Daily.